Welcome back everybody to another episode of Kirk's Classic Garage. Today's episode, we're going to be going over a bunch of the stuff that we have done since now and 3 months ago. So, let's get started. In today's episode, we are going to paint the firewall black, paint the inner fender wells black, get the fenders off, get the hood off, get those hood springs off, which are actually the cause of that nasty little thing right there, and get the radiator support cleaned up and painted, along with the pulley for the new water pump that's coming in. I was thinking about doing an acid dip of the old water pump, but after seeing how it does not freely spin very well, it's kind of locked up like that, and then seeing the bottom of it, it's just destroyed, we decided it's only $30 on Rock Auto, and it gets here this Thursday. Now, this is a sneak peek of the grill that we're going to be doing. So, coming down from the hood all the way down, but we'll get into that at a future date. So, let's get started pulling off the hood, the fenders, leaving the inner fender wells, and start paint prepping the engine bay and get it painted. Let's go. Well, I think this is where I'm going to call it a night, everybody. I've got a bunch more to do, but it's about 11:30. I'm super tired, so I'm going to head to bed. But it looks really, really nice so far. Yes, I think it does. We've got a little bit more to do down underneath the bottom of the firewall, but I can get that tomorrow when we jack up the front end of the car. We're working on the engine, and there's a lot more to do. Back there, I've got to put about another full coat on the back firewall and a bunch of stuff down in there as well. So down right in there. Like I said, I'm super exhausted. I'm super tired. I've got to do maybe a little bit more about that angle there to get up underneath in that little crevice right there. And I've got to do that on both sides. Like I said, it's kind of an awkward angle to do if you don't have the car jacked up a little bit higher. So that's where I'm going to call it tonight, and we'll pick it back up tomorrow morning. Alright everybody, so this is the night after painting. I did a little bit more this morning. Of course, it's not the best, it's not 100%, but this looks so much better than that nasty old white firewall. Now, what I've got to do is I've got to crawl underneath the car and get down in here, and then underneath down over there on the floorboard side, because I can't reach it from up top. So we'll finish that up today. Now I've got all the parts down here for the rest of this video that we are going to be installing with a bunch of guys that are coming out. Not all of them are up here, but like I said earlier, we've got the oils and everything like that. We've got the spark plugs. That is the thermostat temperature sender thing that goes in the cylinder head. That's the coil pack holder. Underneath that one right there, that little white box, is the coil. That's the gasket for the water pump, which is downstairs. Those are the AC Delco spark plugs that I've got. That right there is the distributor, valve cover, and stem cover. There's everything there. Down here we have our, that piece sits like that, and it goes right up in the front. That's where the radiator catches. That is the catch pan, I guess is what you'd call it. That goes on the bottom. That'll clean up a lot down there, make that look really pretty. We've got the bell housing piece painted and ready to go. We have got the drive assembly thingy for the water pump, but the water pump is freshly painted. Brand new water pump, got this off Rock Auto. Great price, great deals, great service. I'm not sponsored, but Rock Auto. So, in here, we also have the last part that we've painted and gotten ready to go. And that is the radiator support. So this should be dry by now. I left it overnight. So that's pretty dry. So we're gonna pull that out and we're gonna get all this stuff upstairs and ready to go. So be right back. As you probably saw over here, we also went ahead and painted the intake manifold. So I've got that done. The exhaust manifold's downstairs getting painted right now with some engine paint, and that's about ready to go back on the car. Other than that, it looks really good. I love the black, and it's definitely a nice sight to see when opening it up versus the old kind of crappy white. Now, once we get this thing running, I'm pretty much just gonna shut the hood. We're gonna be done because I want to get it as good looking now and as good running now as I can, so I don't have to mess with it at all later. There's still some tape I've got to take off on some of the wires and stuff. We've got to figure out how to install the temperature sensor thing. That'll be fun. And I've got to get a new radiator. So we're gonna head downstairs and go finish up painting the exhaust manifold, bring that up, put the exhaust manifold and intake manifold back together using the correct bolts, correct paint, and we'll get that installed. Let's go. Damn. All right, so we've got the header and intake installed. We've got the oil filter put on there. It's not installed because I realized that I don't have the correct lines. Got the carburetor installed, and I've got most of the linkage hooked up. This is the other part of the linkage that we need to put on. This clips to the bottom of the brake pedal, and I don't know why that piece here is on there. So all it's causing me to do is not be able to push this all the way up like it needs to go. So we are going to go downstairs and grind this off real fast and get it installed so we can finish hooking up the rest of the linkage for the throttle. Once the throttle linkage is hooked up, we're going to try to finish up everything for the transmission so we can get the transmission shifting. And then once the transmission is shifting, then we can do our distributor and our coil and spark plugs and all the rest of the electrical. I wanted to get this done first so that when my friend Cody comes over that we can just knock out the electrical and be done. So let's get going on grinding this down. Alright everybody, a couple days has passed and for some reason I did not finish filming a bunch of the stuff that I did, or I just completely lost the footage. So to go over at the end of this episode, I got the grill back on. I still have to put the blinkers in. I have the radiator, I don't even know what this is called, but this piece is installed along with the hood latch, which goes right there. And to go over everything that we did in this episode, we installed the hood latch, we installed the grill, the headlights, everything on the front end of the car. We have the intake manifold, we've got the chrome valve covers, we finished up the firewall, and a bunch of other stuff. I also went through and completely cleaned my garage and put in a desk up here, some new racks and stuff like that, and a heater because it's still a little bit cold. But thank you all for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. In the next episode, we're gonna be getting this running. I guarantee it. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Kirk's Classic Garage.